Money looks universal on paper. $1 million should theoretically buy you the exact same life anywhere on Earth. But in reality, the passport you were handed at birth decides exactly what your wealth is allowed to do. Your home country controls the doors. That small booklet dictates which foreign banks will take your money, how global governments treat your assets, and whether you can legally cross a border if your home nation becomes politically unstable. Global wealth planners operate on a strict reality. Freedom doesn't start with your income, it starts with your jurisdiction. To the people managing ultra-high net worth portfolios, the passport you were born with is an uncalculated liability. You can build a highly profitable business, but if every dollar you earn remains legally tethered to a restrictive home country, you haven't bought freedom, you've just decorated your cage. The United States taxes its citizens on worldwide income. Even if you move abroad, invest in foreign markets, and build your life far away, the IRS claims a share of everything you earn. It operates like a silent business partner you can never buy out. The only other country on Earth that enforces that exact same global tax policy is Eritrea. Beyond taxes, wealthy entrepreneurs holding Indian or Chinese passports face constant friction, requiring extensive visas for almost all major global business hubs. Meanwhile, millionaires with Nigerian or Filipino passports are frequently treated as legal risks by foreign banks. Even holding a Brazilian passport limits European asset banking due to strict regional corruption scrutiny. Whether it's the reach of a tax agency or an automatic banking blacklist, your birth certificate acts as a legal handcuff, severely limiting your options regardless of how high your net worth climbs. The entry-level solution used by the wealthy to buy legal options is the golden visa. By investing clean capital into government-approved assets, you buy the right to legally reside in a new country, educate your children there, and open local bank accounts. This chart shows the minimum real estate investment required to secure European residency. Portugal's program starts around €500,000, while Greece requires a baseline of $250,000. Expanding to the Middle East, the United Arab Emirates grants a 10-year golden visa in exchange for roughly $545,000 parked in domestic property. If your home country faces sudden political instability or hostility toward wealth, you don't panic. You simply board a plane and resume your life seamlessly in your backup country. But residency is only an emergency address. It gives you a place to sleep, but it does not sever your original government's legal claim over you or your global wealth. Residency is effectively renting permission to exist in a foreign space. Citizenship is holding the unshakable legal owner's manual to your identity. During global economic downturns, desperate governments often view their high net worth residents as emergency funds. They hike capital gains, implement direct wealth taxes based on net worth, and restrict capital flight. If you are merely a resident somewhere else, your home country still has you on the hook. To detach from that risk, the ultra-rich buy a second citizenship outright. Sovereign nations sell these legal tools directly to investors who contribute to national development funds or purchase approved government bonds. For American citizens, securing this second passport is the mandatory first step to legally renouncing their U.S. citizenship, the only definitive way to end worldwide taxation. Buying a second citizenship transfers ownership of your life's work. It officially strips your birth country of its power to tax you, control you, and dictate your movements. You wouldn't trust a single bank with all your cash, or a single stock for your retirement. Wealthy families apply this exact logic to their legal identity. They assemble a diversified portfolio of passports, treating sovereign nations like specialized asset classes to eliminate single points of failure. First is the tax passport. Jurisdictions like the UAE, Monaco, Bahrain, and the Bahamas levy zero tax on global income or capital gains. It serves as a permanent tax shield wrapped in a national flag. Next is the mobility passport. Holding citizenship in Malta immediately unlocks frictionless travel and banking across the entire European Union, while a Grenadian passport secures visa-free access to China and a direct treaty pathway into the United States. Finally, there is the neutral passport. Nations like Switzerland, Ireland, and New Zealand offer paths to long-term citizenship that protect individuals from geopolitical targeting, controversial alliances, and global sanctions. Collecting these documents isn't an exercise in personal identity. It is the careful construction of bulletproof, multi-generational legal infrastructure. Imagine a crisis forces a major Western nation, like Germany, to suddenly lock down its borders. They freeze outgoing bank transfers and legally restrict their own citizens from leaving the country. If you happen to hold a Swiss passport, you bypass the crowds and walk straight to the airport. You present your Swiss documentation. Legally, you are now under Swiss jurisdiction, and Germany cannot detain a foreign national without sparking a major diplomatic incident. The citizen holding only their birth passport waits, complies, and hopes the rules change. The citizen with a diversified portfolio simply uses their private exit door and flies home. True safety isn't guaranteed by the amount of cash in your bank account. It belongs exclusively to those who intentionally purchase their jurisdiction, rather than blindly accepting the one they were assigned at birth.